Okay, so now let's get to some of your questions. I know you guys have been pretty, it's probably not the right word, but you guys have been very, very curious about a few topics, and especially the ones about what you can spend this money on, how it'll affect you. And we got a question recently by Marvin H. And what Marvin stated was, once he receives the loan, is that going to reduce the chances of him getting equipment loans or getting a mortgage on a house? And the answer to that is yes and no. Remember, it's still a debt obligation that you have, and you're supposed to disclose that to your lenders, whoever is giving you the loan on your equipment loan or on your house. Now, it's not going to pop up on your credit report. It's not going to pop up on your business credit report, from what I've been hearing from people. They haven't seen it. I haven't seen it either. So it won't affect you if you keep your mouth shut. But if you tell them that you have it and you're on the verge of not qualifying, that could push you over that edge, and you may not get the loan that you're looking for. So great question, Marvin. Thank you for tuning in and asking that. Hopefully you're watching this video and we can put that question to bed. That was a great question, though. I have been getting that from several different people. So our next question comes from Janice Bloom, and what Janice has stated is that she actually got the loan, but then she didn't want her business to be on the hook for any collateral. So she calls the SBA and tells the SBA, I want to send back a portion of my loan so I can be under 25 grand. And they told her that she wouldn't be able to do that. That once the paperwork is signed, her fate is sealed. And so is her business's obligation to cover that with their collateral. So what she's considering doing is giving the whole thing back. She doesn't want to be on the hook for the collateral, and I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to be either if I wasn't sure that my business was going to succeed. So thank you for the comment, Janice. And I think what you could do, there's still enough time, give the entire thing back and then reapply. And if for whatever reason they tell you that there's 2 applications in the system for you, then you can go in for a reconsideration and you can see if you can clear things up with that. But if your goal is to not have collateral, then just give it back and then try again. I don't know if this would work. I'm just telling you what I would do if I was in your position, but I hope that helps. And thank you, Janice, for asking that question, and hopefully you're watching it so you can get the information that you needed. Our next question comes from Curtis. Curtis is asking, can you use the loan for cost of goods? Well, Curtis, I hope that you are able to tune into the video that we just did on this topic about what you can and can't use the money on. Of course, I'm getting a call right now, but don't worry, she can wait. So what we found is that don't focus so much on a particular item. What you need to focus on, is it an operating expense or is it a capital expense? If it's an operating expense, then you should be good to go. Don't worry about the intricacies of it. As long as you can justify that your business needed this to operate, that is basically what it has come down to. The SBA will not give us any further clarification or definition on it. There are too many gray areas. So what I'm suggesting you do is talk to your CPA about making sure that this is considered operating versus capital. Capital is what they don't want you to do. Stay away from anything that's an investment. Stay away from anything that is an asset. You don't want that. That's the one limitation you can't have. So if it is considered to be an operating expense, then you can use it on that. If it's capital and this is considered an asset, nope, can't do it, buddy. So thank you for your question. Hopefully that helps you out. Okay, so we're here in Belleville, New Jersey. One of my clients actually just got his property under contract, and today we're checking out what repairs need to be made according to the buyers. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works. It's usually where buyers try to beat the sellers up to try to get a price down, but today we're going to make sure we fix everything without the seller having to lose a penny. All right, come on, let's go. Follow me. This right here. Beautiful, beautiful, I tell you. So here they're asking the owner to dig a well so that way they can divert the water away from possibly going inside the basement. That's actually a really good point that the inspector made. So the installation up here has been deteriorated, so they're asking for the owner to actually repair or replace it. So the easiest way to fix this, since it's so tight up here, would be to blow in some insulation, and that'll be done pretty quickly. Beautiful kitchen, right? You would think everything's perfect. But what most investors don't realize is that when the dishwasher gets installed, they rarely ever secure them. So what that means is that the dishwasher can literally be pulled out, or with repeated use, it'll shimmy its way out of this location. So as you can see here, there are some anchors, which these anchors have to be bolted in to the actual granite or into something that's going to hold it in place. Right now you see it's been anchored in, so it should be fine. I'm not sure why they're requesting this to be fixed, but it looks good to me. So another issue they claimed that the house had was that the ice maker wasn't working properly. So let's give it a try. I think that we're getting ice. Oh, I think we're fine. This is not only ice, it's extra cold ice, so I think you won't have any problem there. When life gives you lemons, or fake lemons, you make lemonade. Look at this place. This place is gorgeous. Okay, so they're saying that the AC units are not working. So usually what happens, what I've learned is that normally this is the problem when you have a brand new AC, is that it's not connected here. Now you don't need to be scared. You guys can do this. It's not going to kill you. But you just got to turn it backwards. Now you're connected. Now you're playing with power. For those of you old school Nintendo heads, you know what I'm talking about. And just throw this back in here. Well, actually, this should have been in here before you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Should have put that in first. There you go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, good looking. Now this one should be kicking on any second now, since we just are about to kick on the thermostat. Come on, baby. Come on.
One eternity later.
Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, so they're saying that we have some mold back here, and I wouldn't argue with them. It is black. We don't want to give them a product that is no good, so we're going to have to get this cleaned up. It's everyone's biggest enemy. Alright, so that's how you do it. As an investor, you're going to go through a lot of frustration when you try to sell the house, because these home inspectors, they really beat you up. So when I meet with a client that has just renovated his house, just like this guy, as you can see, come on, well, you know what, this thing loves me. When you get ready to sell this house, that's when you start learning everything. The home inspectors tear your house apart, and then you start to learn about how to repair things the right way. It's when you start calling your contractors and telling them to come back and fix things that they did wrong, which they're not always happy to come back, but it's their responsibility. So what I do is, I normally don't pay my contractors the last piece until after the home inspection period, and then everyone can get paid when we get through that mess, because you're always going to find something. So don't pay your contractors until you get your certificates of occupancy, or you get your permits of pass. And then on top of that, if you're selling the house, make sure you don't pay them until you go through the home inspection period. Just that last missing piece. If not, you're going to have a hard time getting them back. We're off to do a refinance on one of our investment properties, and I couldn't be happier because it's one of my last hard money loans. I'm trying to get out of all these hard money loans that I had. It really was a disaster during COVID. If it wasn't for these hard money loans, I would have been in much better shape. They kind of bled me dry, but now we're recuperating. Everything's starting to get back on track, so I'm super excited about that. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's go to my closing. There we go. 9.4 miles away. We'll be there in a jiffy. What is a jiffy anyway? Has anyone ever thought about that? What a jiffy is? If you know what a jiffy is, leave it down below, because I've always been confused about what a jiffy is. So we're here at Hometown Title in Elizabeth. I love these guys. I've been using them forever, basically, almost since I've been in real estate. This guy is great. They got title, they got insurance. I deal with them all the time. So if you guys need to do any transactions in New Jersey or in Florida, I got you. I'll hook you up with my man here at Hometown Title. These guys are awesome. All right, let's go ahead. It's time for closing. Are we wearing masks in here too? I hope not, because I left it in the car. Let me in. Hi, this is Louis. I'm closing today.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll be right up.
Question, do I need to wear a mask?
Yes.
Oh, you guys are the worst. All right, I'll be
Do you
back.
not have one? Because we have extras.
I have it in my car. I'll go grab it. I'll be back.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Are you serious? This is unreal. Go get my surgical mask because I am the doctor of real estate. That's what I call myself. No, I'm just joking. I don't call myself that. So I wanted to ask you, I have 2 deals that I'm looking at helping people with. The first one is a 3-unit commercial property in Rahway. Would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like two residential and 1 retail, or?
No. 3 retail.
Oh.
Strictly commercial.
Gotcha. Yeah, we would be able to do it, but it would be like a lower advance than like a residential deal.
Yeah, I told her that. She's stealing it though. I got her a great deal. She's getting it for $175.
Right.
Okay, it's probably going to be worth probably I would say $400,000 when it's done, when it's renovated, up there. So she's getting a great deal.
Okay.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a long one, but definitely a fulfilling day. It's been a lot of time today on the road, and I just wanted to make sure I created some content for you guys so I wouldn't leave you hanging. I don't want to start having to choose between YouTube and my other businesses and professions because I love doing this. I love creating the content for you guys. So please give me a like on this video. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Check out the links down below. They do help me fund my channel. And if you're interested in doing that, I would much appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, check out these links right here. I'm going to put them up on the screen right now. And I'll see you guys over there. Have a good one. Bye.